I'm right here to welcome you to Lesedi, a place of life. Lesedi,
Far from home.
far from home, very, very far. Very, very far. Yeah, I'm here to welcome you right here to Lesedi, the place of life. Lesedi is a Sotho word which means light. And I call this place the cradle of living African culture. So where you are seated right now is within the cradle of humankind, a World Heritage Site. So they say this is where all human life began. And I would like to say to all of you, welcome home. Yeah, welcome home. So many guests, many people, they ask me about Lesedi. When does this Lesedi started? It began 12 years ago as part of Ubuntu. Ubuntu, which means humanity. So traditionalists from all over South Africa gathered here to create Lesedi, the cradle of living African culture. So right here at Lesedi, we were visited by 5 tribes, 5 ethnic groups, Ndebele people, the Zulus, Basutus, the Xhosas, and the Pedi. Lesedi's objective was and will still remain here. It is to showcase our traditions and our unique, fascinating culture. Yeah, behind me right here, I've got the map of Southern Africa. South Africa is a beautiful country, a world on its own, with 11 official languages and 9 provinces. You know, our former president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, he called us the Rainbow Nation. So now I will point the whereabouts of all these tribes that we have here at Lesedi. Right here, this is Northern Province, now known as Limpopo Province. Limpopo, again, it is the river that separates South Africa and Zimbabwe. So right here we find the Pedi-speaking people, the children of the great chief Sekhukhune. And the Pedis, they had their rain queen by the name of Queen Modjadji, the one who was having got the magic power to make rain and to stop the rain to fall. But now, unfortunately, our rain queen, Queen Modjadji, she passed away in some 3 years back. Maybe that's why we've got no rain in these days. Yeah, so we find the Pedi people. And here, this is Mpumalanga. In KwaMhlanga, it is where we find the Ndebele people. And here, this is KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah, we the Zulus are from KwaZulu-Natal. The sons and the daughters of the great king, the Black Napoleon, King Shaka. The people of heaven, the Zulus. The people of the great elephant, King Shaka. Yeah, we the Zulus are from KwaZulu-Natal. And here, this is Lesotho. Lesotho is an independent country within South Africa. Because we use passport to visit them, they also use passport to visit us. So the place is called Lesotho, the people are called Basotho, and the language is called Sesotho. Yeah, it's Lesotho, Basotho, Sesotho. Basotho people. And this is Eastern Cape. In Eastern Cape, we find the Xhosa speaking people. It is where our former president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, was born. In Unu. Can you say that? Unu. The Xhosa people from Unu. In Eastern Unu. Yeah. So right here, because we are in the Ndebele area, let me tell you about the Ndebele people. Who are they? Where do they come from? And what is the word Ndebele means? So I will take you back now in 1815, you know, when King Shaka took over as the king of the Zulus. He then introduced a short stepping spear like this one. The name of this spear is called Ikhwa, because of the sound it makes when you stab your enemy. So people are using long throwing spears for fighting, and there were not many dead. But now, with the introduction of this short stepping spear, many people were afraid of Shaka. They did what? Some of them were running away from their places of faith, because they say if you can't beat them, what you do? You rather join them. That makes the number of the Zulus to multiply. But now, one of King Shaka's warriors, Mzilikazi, he then decided to challenge Shaka. After putting a very brave fight, he didn't make it because King Shaka was very strong and brave. The war lasted for 3 days. But now, Mzilikazi was down for more than 300 men. He then do what? He then ran away. From KwaZulu-Natal, he entered Lesotho with his people. In Lesotho, he was attacking the Basotho people at night, killing men, taking women and children with him. Yeah, those women and children. They were calling Mzilikazi's people Matibelwa. Tibelwa, which means the chased away. And because the Zulu people were origin from the Zulus, they had the Basotho people calling them Tibelwa. They don't know what the meaning of the word Tibelwa. They changed that word. They came up with a good word. They called themselves the Ndebele people. Yeah, the Ndebele people are the chased away, and their origin from the Zulus. The Mzilikazi people. So Mzilikazi then continue with their journey. He passed the crusade behind those beautiful mountains you saw when you come here. There is a place known as Pretoria Tshwane. It is where Mzilikazi made his first base. Yeah, he left some of his hard warriors there and took his best. They then moved straight away to Botswana. In Botswana, he said, no, this is not the right place to stay. He then moved toward the east. He entered Zimbabwe with his people.